All right, let's talk about Instagram Reels. If you are just so tired of pouring your heart and soul into making a reel, only to watch it completely disappear into the algorithm, you are in exactly the right place. Today, we're going to turn that chaotic, kind of unpredictable process into a simple, repeatable system that actually works. All right, let's get into it. You know the feeling, right? We've all been there. You find the perfect audio, you nail the transitions, you spend forever writing the caption, and then nothing. Crickets. It is so frustrating, and honestly, it can make you feel like your ideas just aren't good enough.
But here's the thing I really want you to hear. The problem is not your creativity. It's not that you have bad ideas. The real issue is the lack of a process, a strategic framework. You're basically trying to build something amazing without a blueprint, and that's usually where it all falls apart.
And this leads to what I like to call the reel graveyard. Think about it. It's this place where all these great ideas end up when they don't have a strategy to back them up. It's just full of content that had so much potential but never, ever found its audience.
See, when you create without a plan, your content just doesn't have a clear purpose. It doesn't really connect with what your viewer needs, and it's definitely not going to convert them into followers or customers. We need a better way.
And that better way? It's a system. The real secret to making high-performing reels over and over again isn't about getting lucky with some trend. It's all about having a reliable process you can follow every single time.
And this, right here, is the core idea of this whole explainer. The key is a repeatable framework that lets you balance all your amazing creativity with a really solid strategy. That is what separates the content that goes viral from the posts that just get forgotten.
So, let's build that system together right now. We're going to start with phase 1, the blueprint. This is all the essential planning and prep work you need to do before you even think about hitting that record button.
So this whole blueprint phase, it really just boils down to 3 critical steps. First, you define your purpose. Second, you research and brainstorm. And third, you write a hook that absolutely nobody can scroll past. Let's break them down.
Okay, step 1, define your purpose. Every single reel you make needs to have one clear job. What is it you're trying to do? Are you trying to educate your audience with some helpful tips? Or maybe you're trying to entertain them with a funny trend? Or are you trying to inspire them with a really powerful story? Just pick one and stick with it for that reel.
Next up is research. And please don't just sit around waiting for inspiration to strike. You have to actively go look for it. See what trends are popping off in your niche. Analyze what's working for your competitors. And from all that, create a list, a bank of 5 to 10 solid concepts you can pull from any time. And that brings us to maybe the most important part of the entire blueprint, the hook. I mean, this quote says it all, right? You have 3 seconds. That's it, 3, to convince someone to stop their scroll. No pressure.
But look at the difference a small change in language can make. Here are some marketing tips. Is so passive, it's like a whisper. But stop wasting money on bad marketing. Now that's a shout. It grabs your attention immediately because it speaks directly to a pain point.
Okay, with our blueprint in hand, we are ready for phase 2, the build. This is the fun part. This is where we take our awesome plan and actually turn it into a real piece of content.
And just like the blueprint, the build phase breaks down into 3 simple actions: scripting out the reel, choosing the right format, and planning your visuals.
When it comes to your script, this little timeline here is your best friend. The first 3 seconds are for that powerful hook we just talked about. From second 3 to 12, that's where you deliver the goods, the tip, the joke, the story. And then you save the last few seconds for your call to action, or your CTA.
So how do you actually present all this? Well, you've got options. You could do a simple talking head video. You could use text on screen with some nice background footage or B-roll. You could jump on a trending audio and do a lip sync, or do a practical tutorial. Just remember, the format should always serve the message, not the other way around.
And hey, a quick word on visuals. You do not need a Hollywood studio for this. Just remember the basics. Good lighting makes a world of difference, and natural light from a window is free. Keep your background clean and uncluttered. Use a tripod or just prop your phone up so the shot is steady, and maybe wear colors that pop. These little details make a huge difference in quality.
So we've planned it, we've built it, and now it is time for the final and most critical phase, the launch. This is everything you do after you've filmed to give your reel the absolute best chance of success.
Our last 3 steps are all about writing an optimized caption, engaging with your audience right after you post, and then analyzing the results so you get smarter for the next time.
Your caption has a job to do too. Just like the reel itself, it needs a hook at the beginning to grab attention. Then use the body of the caption to add a little more context or value. And finally, always end with a clear call to action. You have to tell people exactly what you want them to do. Save this post, comment below, share this with a friend.
So once it's posted, what should you be looking at? This is so important. While likes feel nice, the algorithm sees shares and saves as the most valuable signals of a great reel. Why? Well, because when someone saves or shares your content, they're literally telling Instagram, hey, this is so good, I want to come back to it later, or show it to someone else. And that, my friends, is gold.
This is the final loop that makes the whole system work. You have to use your analytics as data, not as some kind of report card on your self-worth. See which reels got the most saves? Great, make more like that. See one that totally flopped? Don't get discouraged. Just tweak the hook or try a different format next time.
And that brings us full circle, right back to our core idea. Creating amazing reels is not some mysterious art form, and it is definitely not about luck. It's about having a repeatable process that you can trust and rely on.
So my question for you is this. Now that you have this blueprint, build, and launch system in your back pocket, what is the very first reel you're going to create? I really hope this helps you get started. Thanks for watching.